Greetings, Horizon. Ingrained in each one of us is a sense of justice. And while many of us differ on what we believe is just, typically, if you are driving down the freeway and someone cuts you off, or if someone breaks in your car and steals all your belongings, you feel very deeply that an injustice has occurred. And often, if someone gets more than we feel that they deserve, or if we get less than we feel we deserve, again, our sense of justice is pricked. In Matthew 20, verses 1 through 16, Jesus is speaking to the disciples' sense of justice. But he is also speaking to each one of us. For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire laborers for his vineyard. Now when he had agreed with the laborers for a denarius a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said to them, "You also go into the vineyard, and whatever is right I will give you." So they went. Again he went out about the 6th and 9th hour and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle, and said to them, "Why have you been standing here idle all day?" They said to him, "Because no one hired us." He said to them, "You also go into the vineyard." So when the evening had come, the owner of the vineyard said to his steward, "Call the laborers and give them their wages, beginning with the last to the first." And when those came who were hired about the 11th hour, they each received a denarius. But when the first came, they supposed that they would receive more, and they likewise received each a denarius. And when they had received it, they complained against the landowner, saying, "These last men have only worked 1 hour, and you made them equal to us, who have borne the burden and the heat of the day." But he answered one of them and said, "Friend, I am doing you no wrong. Did you not agree with me for a denarius? Take what is yours and go your way. I wish to give this last man the same as to you. Is it not lawful for me to do what I wish with my own things? Or is your eye evil because I am good?" So the last will be first, and the first will be last. For many are called, but few are chosen. Now, as always is the case with Jesus' teaching, there are myriad layers, and every moment that you spend with him, they reveal new depths and spiritual truths. But today it is the theme of justice that strikes me. Here in the story, the laborers are incensed that their portion would be the same when their labor was more intensive. And I think of all the Christians in persecuted lands, all those who spread the gospel throughout the world, often giving their lives. And I wonder, why would we attain the same portion of salvation as they would? Why would someone living in the abundance of America, struggling to decide which platform to watch the latest series on, have the same reward as someone in Syria about to give up their lives for believing in Jesus? And the words of the Master ring through. Is it not lawful for me to do what I wish with my own things? Or is your eye evil because I am good? Indeed, justice and mercy are from the Lord. It is not our labor that has earned the reward, but God's goodness. When we dwell more on justice and what is deserved than mercy and what is given, we sow discord with each other, and we reap distance from the Lord for our lack of acknowledging that all is from him. In this time of Advent, we get to give thanks to the Lord that we are not living in a state of justice, rather a state of God's goodness and mercy. A mercy so great that God sacrificed distance from his only begotten Son so that we could be unified with him and each other. Grace and peace, Horizon Church. May you be blessed with a deep sense of God's mercy this Advent season.